LeBron's son, Bronny, he's scheduled to graduate from high school in 2023. Yeah, that's the same year LeBron's new deal expires. So we'll see if he sticks around after this latest extension comes to an end. Now, to dive deeper into the financial aspect of LeBron's entire new deal, here's what it looks like. He was already scheduled to make over $39 million this season, and the extension replaces a player option he had for next summer when he could have opted out and become a free agent. So when this ends, LeBron will be 38 years old, making almost $45 million in the last year of his new deal. As for the new season set to begin December 22nd, LeBron was asked about this season's team on Richard Jefferson's podcast.
Can you all repeat?
We can. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, we absolutely can. Like RJ said with the Nets, first of all, it all starts with health.
Yeah.
You have to have some luck. You have to have health. If we can stay healthy, but we did get younger. We got the 27-year-old point guard. We got the 27-year-old Sixth Man of the Year award in Trez. We got younger.
With Mark.
We got Mark, who's the Defensive Player of the Year, and his IQ not only playing against him in the NBA, but also playing against him versus Spain national team.
NBA insider Brian Windhorst is live now on SportsCenter with more on this extension. In particular, Brian, the timing of it. So why now? Why did LeBron agree to this extension today?
Well, see, just as LeBron, really for the first time, acting like a guy who's about to turn 36 years old. He's always been aggressive and flexible in his contracts as much as he possibly can be. As you mentioned, he could have been a free agent next year, but instead he is now under contract for as long as the NBA will allow him to be, because there's a rule that you can't be signed for a multi-year deal past age 38. This takes him to age 38. And this is, about insurance. It's about basketball mortality. It's about a guy who had a serious injury for the first time 2 years ago and wants to make sure that everything is locked down. I have to say that I was surprised by the timing of this.
Yeah.
But in talking to LeBron and the people around him, it is clear that he wants to make sure he's protected, and that's why this decision was made.
Yeah, I get it. To your point, he's turning 36 at the end of this month, and he said on the podcast there that they did get younger this offseason. How about Anthony Davis? Still a free agent right now, but expected to stay with the Lakers. So how does LeBron's decision on this extension impact AD's negotiations, if at all?
From what I am told, it is not impacted by it at all, that Anthony Davis is on a different wavelength. The Lakers were not going to have flexibility for next summer anyway because LeBron was determined to extend. Now, Anthony Davis has looked at more than 12 different iterations of a contract that he can sign for the Lakers. Not just now, but he's also, I am told, looking at what his next contract would look like, whether it's smart to be a free agent in 2 years or in 4 years. This is more complicated than I think it maybe needs to be, but Anthony Davis is going over this very carefully, and he wants to protect himself when he's 32 as much as he does when he's 28.
Can't blame him. Brian Windhorst with the very latest on what's happening right now in Los Angeles. Wendy, thank you.
40s, coach? Is that where we're at with you?
Yeah, I'm a very young 30.
Let's go!
Oh, see, we got cute there. We went with the breaking news, the man of the hour. LeBron James has signed a 4-year, $153 million deal with LA in 2018. Well, now he's got an extension that's going to keep him in LA through the 22-23 season, which, oh, by the way, would be his 20th NBA season. We now welcome in our NBA reporter, Dave McMenamin. Why do this now, Dave?
Well, Nicole, this is following the playbook that LeBron James and his representative, Rich Paul, implemented after winning the 2016 championship with the Cleveland Cavaliers. They wanted to show the loyalty and the commitment to staying in a program where they just won the ultimate prize. And so in that scenario, of course, he was going to be a free agent and signed a new deal. In this scenario, he's coming off the championship, already had a year guaranteed this year on his deal. This adds another guaranteed length of time that you'll see him in the purple and gold.
Okay, so it's 2 years, $85 million. But the big question going into this free agency period was not LeBron, it was Anthony Davis. So what does all of this mean for AD?
Well, certainly we've heard rumblings for weeks now that this would be the time where Anthony Davis would, look to sign his extension in order to have that new deal, to be a part of the Lakers, just like LeBron, with designs on repeating. And certainly I think this gives us a major clue as to what Anthony Davis's contract situation will look like. You're probably going to see something in the neighborhood for Anthony Davis of either 3 years guaranteed or 2 years with a player option to line him up with LeBron James, so they can both make mutual decisions come the 22-23 season about either staying with the Lakers or finding a new team to play for.
That's Dave McMenamin with the latest on the breaking news. Elle, is my math right? 153 plus 85 is 238 million.
Girl, you're asking someone who was in remedial math. I don't know. Sounds right? I don't.
Hello, welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers. I'm Chris McGee. Joining me, Laker insider Mike Bresnahan and writer for The Athletic, the Lakers beat writer, Bill Oram, in the holiday spirit. Bill, you've come so far. You must be proud. You are now our leadoff hitter. First show, season number 9.
Good job, Bill. Really proud of you.
I mean, don't I want to be the cleanup hitter?
No, lead off.
That's the metaphor.
Bill, think of where you were just a few years ago. You had to pay AJ to come on our
hole.
Yeah.
True.
What are you drinking, Bill?
Oh, this is a little bit of nog with spiced with brandy.
Good man. And that's why he's the leadoff hitter for our shows.
Oh, God. That's why he leads off, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into it because we got fun stuff to talk about.
Right.
We have jobs. We have a new season. This is exciting. According to Woj and ESPN, the Christmas Day slate of games are out, and it looks real nice. Pelicans with Zion and Brandon Ingram play Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Perez in the early morning game. You're not even up yet.
No, sir.
Followed by the Warriors Bucks. That's fun.
I
Celtics
might be up for that.
Versus KD, Kyrie, and the Brooklyn Nets. Then prime time, of course, your champion Lakers taking on Luka and the Mavs. They're going to wrap it up, a little revenge game for the Clippers, taking on the Nuggets. Remember when they were up 3-1? The Nuggets came back to win. So that's going to be fun. There it is. Awesome slate of games. We all heard it was going to be Warriors, guys, but it's Luka and the Mavs coming to town. Do you like it?
I do. I really do. I have to wonder if maybe the Clippers play the Lakers on opening night. That seems to be a pretty interesting matchup if that's what happens a few days earlier. But yeah, Warriors-Lakers would have made sense on Christmas. Of course, Clay getting injured kind of put a damper on that for sure. But some really good matchups. I mean, I'm really excited to see if the Bucks look good with their new point guard. But of course, this is the one that we'll be talking about a lot. We don't know if Kristaps Porzingis will be playing in this. That the Mavs kind of being a little hush-hush about his health status, but we do know that Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Schroeder, Montrez, and friends will all be up and ready for this one. Pretty excited.
And Bill, when LeBron James comes to the Lakers for the 3rd straight year, you are a primetime game on Christmas, my friend.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, listen, we all know what LeBron and the Lakers now represent. I mean, it's the greatest player in the game and you know, the most glamorous and right now the greatest team in the league. So it's a no-brainer to put him in that slot. And I like the matchup also. I'm with Brez. You know, I was kind of anticipating Warriors. We've certainly seen Clippers there in the past. You know, they played the Nuggets in the conference finals. But in terms of a sexy matchup and big-time stars, you know, you've got the current face of the league in LeBron James, and then a guy who, you know, really I think a lot of people have kind of circled as one of the next faces of the league, if not the next face of the league, a guy who plays the same way as LeBron, you know, a pass first but can get his own too, you know, a global appeal. I mean, that is a huge matchup and really appealing. And by the way, one of the best games of the year last year, early in the season in Dallas, Lakers beat the Mavericks in overtime. I mean, Luka's going off, LeBron's going off, Danny Green hits the corner 3 to force overtime. Dwight murders Seth Curry. There's a warrant out for him still. It was for that screen. It was a great game, and I think that there is some drama and intrigue in that matchup.
Bill on fire already. Lakers basketball 10 days away. Yes, you do. Mute him. Purple and Gold will play 4 preseason games. First 2 are at home.